The official launch of Lineage W was met with such interest that the servers were overloaded. Let's see what's been going on in each of the servers during the first week that everybody had been waiting for. Since the game has just launched, we'll go over the hot issues on each server. Based on the number of characters at level 30 and above, the most popular servers among Korean players are: first place, Joe 6 server; second place, Grand Kane 9 server; third place, Mafer 1 server. In the case of first place, Joe 6 server, even popular streamers are showing fierce competition, making it likely that many gamers will be interested in this server for a long time. We'll talk about the intense battles later, so stay tuned in. The most popular servers among Taiwanese players are: first place, Ava 6 server; second place, Ava 9 server; third place, Paagrio 7 server. Most of the Taiwanese players seem to be concentrating on the Ava servers. Other players in Ava servers may have to watch out. The most popular servers among Japanese players are: first place, Ain Hassad 1 server; second place, Ken Rauhel 5 server; third place, Mafer 4 server. Joe 6 server also happens to be the one with the most Korean players too. We shall see if border wars between Korea and Japan are in store on Joe 6. Also, most Hong Kong players are on Grand Kane 6 server. Singapore players are on Ava 1 server. Philippines players are on Ain Hassad 1 server in terms of the most level 30 plus characters. If you have not selected a server yet, take this information into consideration as you make your choice. Now, let's see if there are any servers where the population is more even among the different nations. First place, Paagrio 8 server. Second place, Joe 12 server. Third place, Paagrio 12 server. Since the current results are based on the proportion of level 30 plus characters, depending on each server's proportion of rankers and the alliance or conflict issues between the nationalities of gamers, the future is wide open for all of these servers. In fact, when looking at the top 10 character ranks in terms of levels, Ava, Grand Kane, and Pandora Worlds showed the most intense competition. In the case of Grand Kane, the 09 server showed a huge concentration of Korean players, but when looking at the world as a whole, the nationalities were generally even, showing great promise for world-based content of the game. We shall see if the competition is more fierce on servers with more created characters or with more ranked characters. The highlight of Lineage W, global battles. Many international streamers showed battle scenes in real time. There are 3 battles that are getting the spotlight right now. The first one is the Korea versus Taiwan situation on Ava 7 server. Streamer Inbum had already announced that he'd go to a server with many international players. Monitoring the streams of Taiwanese streamers, he selected Ava 7 as many Taiwanese players flocked there. Streamer 1Q and 1J also joined him, starting a massive battle against some Taiwanese players in Ant Nest's 3rd floor. Starting with light skirmishes over the Queen Ant, an infinite cycle of PK activities ensued, and for the moment, Taiwan seems to be coming ahead of Korea. As a result, streamer Inbum is recruiting a massive PK Bow user group of Korean players, announcing he'd supply diamonds to his recruits to form a powerful army against the Taiwanese players. Will Inbum's plan work and help Korean players turn the tide? The second one is the Triangle Conflict on Joe 6 server. Korean streamer the Monmon Group, Bulldogs Group, and a Taiwanese streamers group are the key players here. Unlike the situation on Ava 7 server, where the conflict is between 2 nationalities, here, 2 of the groups are led by Korean streamers. The battle started when the Bulldog Group attacked the Monmon Group during a boss raid, and the Bulldog Group prevailed under the command of many streamers. The Bulldog Group also had more victories against the Monmon Group in 1 to 3 battles, seemingly coming out ahead for now. If the Monmon Group and the Taiwanese players form an alliance, the tide may yet turn, but such an alliance may not be easy as of yet. This is because streamer Monmon has been provoking Taiwanese YouTubers even before the game launch. Eventually, his group defeated a Taiwanese YouTuber group during an Orcus raid, and he's still wary of Taiwanese players, so the current triangular situation may continue for a while. Lastly, the conflict between Korea and Taiwan on Ava 9 server is also getting hot attention. while streamer Lee Moon-ju's group was doing a field boss raid in the Phonos Orc settlement. A massive battle between Korean players and Taiwanese players was started. Short in numbers, the Korean group had to yield Phonos Orc Trooper and Orcus to the Taiwanese group. Lee Moon-ju asked other Korean players to support him, but was defeated by the Taiwanese players again in the Ruins of Death. We shall see if the Korean players succeed in halting the rise of the Taiwanese players.